Hi, welcome to Abstract Cat. Today I discuss element of calculus, the differential calculus and integral calculus. First we discuss differential calculus. The differential calculus using the concept of differential coefficient or derivative, we can easily define velocity and acceleration or any physics law. Okay. So through we will learn the detail of mathematics and about derivatives, but here we discuss a basic derivative and integration. What is derivative and what is integration? That tools help us solving numerical problem. Okay. So heading derivatives or differential calculus. Here we take a graph y axis and x axis, the two dimensional graphs, and plot a curve that is the y equal to f(x). So y is depend on x. Okay, so x is the independent axis and y is the dependent axis. Y depend on x. Okay, now choose a point P lies on that curve. Okay, so coordinate of the P is, assume that's x, y, right? And here is a x axis displacement and here is a y axis displacement. Now take a increment, delta x, and reach point Q lies on that curve. Okay, so here the point value, coordinate of the Q is a x plus delta x comma. Similarly, the increment on y axis is delta y, that is delta y, and the coordinate is y plus delta y. The symbol of delta is defined very small increment, very small. Delta is a very small. Okay, so that is a curve, right? Right. Okay. Now join P and Q. Now join P and Q and extend. And this is look like a straight line, right? And you know that straight line equation equal to, if two dimensional graph is a y and x, the straight line equation is like y equal to mx plus c. The c is that distance and m is called gradient. Okay, and m equal to tan theta. Theta is a slope angle. Okay. In trigonometry, you know that tan theta equal to perpendicular by base. So if you assume that a right angle triangle is R point PQR, a right angle triangle, a triangle PQR, and draw the m gradient tan theta equal to, this perpendicular length is delta y and this is delta x. So tan theta we know that is perpendicular by base, so delta y by delta x. Okay, and this is the gradient angle and also this is a gradient angle. So if these and these are parallel and this angle equal to that angle. Okay, so now some algebra, y plus delta y minus y by delta x. Okay, now let's assume if delta x is very small, if delta x is very small. How small? Very small, almost 0, but not 0. it is approaching to 0 but not a 0. A mathematical term is defined, the approaching to 0 is called limit. If delta, see that in graph, if delta x is very small, if delta x is very small, if delta x is very small and this pink color line, straight line, is look like a tangent at point P. Okay, so this is the tangent at point P when delta x choose a very small, almost 0. So this pink color line is tangent line at point P on y equal to fx curve. So if delta x approaching to 0, so delta y, so limit, take a limit, delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x, also limit, delta x tends to 0, y plus delta y minus y by delta x, right? And the limit of the ratio delta y by delta x. So limit of the ratio is delta y delta x as a delta x approaches to 0, okay, and is the called the derivative of y with respect to x, and this is the called derivative of y with respect to x, and is defined by dy dx equal to limit delta x tends to 0 and delta y by delta x, that is limit also delta x tends to 0, y plus delta y minus y by delta x, and if the function of y equal to, know that fx, y equal to the fx. Now, so d fx dx is equal to limit x tends to 0, so delta fx by delta x, also is known as dy dx. Okay, so that is equal to limit delta x tends to 0, if delta x tends to 0, not x tends to 0, is delta x tends to 0, so delta x tends to 0 here and y is replaced by fx, x plus delta x minus fx by delta x. Okay, this is the basic derivative formula, right? And delta x is an increment. If the increment is very small, then the pink line, this line will become a tangent at point P. We know that the tangent is called a gradient, and for m equal to tan theta perpendicular by base, that is a simple mathematics tool is called derivative, right? Clear what is derivative, what is differential calculus? Now take a basic simple example, of derivative. If d dx and x is a variable, and if choose a number a, formula number 1, if a is a constant value, what is constant? A numeric value like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, positive or negative. If a is a constant value and a doesn't depend on x, so derivative of dA dx is equal to 0. So constant derivative doesn't depend on x, constant or any variables, they doesn't depend on x, or any number that doesn't depend on x, so derivative of that term will become a 0. And if dx dx, that become a 1, right? If the x also depend on x, is a variation of x is also equal to variation of that x, the both are equal, so final result is 1. Now third formula is d dx of u and v. there are two variables, they both depend on x. So the formula, so du dx v as it is plus u as it is dv dx, right? Now formula number 4, d dx of a is a constant, any numeric value, and u is a variable, u depend on x. So the result is dA dx u as it is plus a as it is du dx. And check the formula 1, any constant derivative and any number, it doesn't depend on x, alphabetical number or numeric number doesn't depend on x, the derivative of that number is 0. So that term will become a 0. So final result is a du dx, simple. The basic derivative is very easy, that is basic formula. Okay, and list a Jordan's of formula and given the link in description box, and note down. And next we discuss integral calculus. If any doubt in that lecture, ask in comment section, I will give the answer. Okay. Next is integral calculus or called integration. Choose a graph, that is a y and x axis, and if the curve is y equal to function of x and its curve is look like that, a type of shape, it look like a square shape. We know that the area of the square is side square or L square. If one side is L, other side also become a L. So the area of that curve is L square. What is term is defined integration. We know that differentiate means is very small. Choose a very small value. In terms of integration, integration is defined by is a sum, a total value. Now calculate the integration y equal to fx, means the area under curve lies on x axis on value. The integration means y equal to fx, the x axis and the area between the curve and x axis, area under curve, that's called the integration. That is very easy. As a limit a to b, you know that the L square, that is very easy calculation. When is little bit difficult if the curve is not a continuous curve. So y and x, if the curve is look like that, is little bit difficult, y equal to fx. Now told you calculate the area under that curve. Here the starting point is a and the ending point is b. So it's a little bit difficult because this curve is not a continuous curve. So how do I calculate? First choose that distance is x. Okay. In differentiate format, take a very small increment. Very small increment. Here is a x0 and reach x1 point. This is a x0 point and is a x1 point. That is a x1 point. And increment is delta x. If the increment is delta x and reach that point. Now adding by adding, I repeat this process, again increment by delta x, and it's like a delta x, again we take a delta x, x1 plus delta x and reach x2, and similarly x2 plus delta x reach x3, and take a curve that is the fx1, fx2, fx3, f of xn in last term. Now add the all in differentiate all values. There is a perpendicular height and base, So height and calculate height and base, then calculate height and base. Again adding after calculation, adding all term, we get the final area of that under curve. It is a little bit difficult and taking more time to calculate. So fx at dx is a small increment. So I equal to 1 to n or a to b, any choose value 1 to n. So total area is A, right? Now this sum is replaced by a new mathematical term is called integration, and symbol is like this, f(x) dx. This is a function and is a dx. Here is a, the starting point or called lower limit, and the b, the ending point, is called upper limit. So our area A, and this type of integration is called definite integral. What does it mean? The definite integral means have a given boundary. Okay, this integration is called a definite integral, and if the boundary is not given, that integral is known as indefinite integral. If boundary is not given, so it's a definite integral. Definite integral is formula A. We choose the area is gx. Now choose the A area equal to gx. The definite integral A to B have some boundaries f(x) dx as indefinite integral. So A, that is equal to gx, so integration f(x) dx. Okay, how to solve that integration? If I take the result gx, so gx integration A to B is f(x) dx equal to gx A to B. Now gx is replaced by upper limit. First, the formula g x is replaced by upper limit g of b minus x is replaced by lower limit g of a. Right? That's a definite integral formula. And after integration, adding some constant, and name the constant is integration constant. Also in definite integral and indefinite integral also is constant. That constant name as integration constant. Right? Now take an example, is f(x) equal to x square. Right? So integral means sum. Right? If integral means sum and differential means small value. Both mathematical tools are important for solving physics numerical problem or chemistry numerical problem. Right? Now take an example. f(x) equal to x square. f(x) equal to x square. f(x) equal to x square has the boundary is 1 to 2. Boundary is x equal to 1 to x equal to 2. Here the boundary. Right? Now solve the integration. Integration 1 to 2 x square dx, that's the definite integral, and the formula, the basic integration formula number 1, if integration x to the power n dx, x to the power n dx is equal to x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus some integration constant. So similarly, if n equal to 2, so final value is x plus 2, x to the power 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 plus integration constant. Now ignore the integration constant and the limit is 1 to 2, ignore, and get the value of x to the power 3 by 3, value 1 to 2, so 2 cube by 3 minus 1 cube by 3, here is the 8 by 3, 2 cube equal to 8, 1 by 3, so LCM is 3, 8 minus 1, that is 7 by 3, answer. Very easy, right? Okay. Do you have any doubt in that lecture? Ask in comment section. I will give the answer. For more interesting tutorial, press the red button and click the bell icon and share the video with your all friends. Okay, so keep studying and we will meet again in our next lecture. Thank you.